Alright lads, this is Fenner from Frenetic Array and it's time for a bit of a replay cast, and you're going to really enjoy who I've got for you today. In the bottom left corner, spawning as the red Zerg, we've got our friend. We've got the barcode. I can zoom in. There we go. Actually, I can't zoom in. My hotkeys have changed, but there you go. There's the barcode. It won't let me zoom in, but it looks pretty good. And this barcode player, he's actually got 150 accounts in GM, so he's definitely a good player. 150 accounts in Korean GM, and he's probably got a couple of top 10 spots as well. And then up here in the top right corner, this is a bit of fanboyism going on here with JaeDong raid call. Oh yes. So I managed to get a JaeDong replay. The only problem is that the barcode guy doesn't want me to reveal who he is. So he just wants me to call him barcode. He wants to keep his account hidden, and you can see he's actually in the clan Mecha, but we've got no idea who it is, so we're just going to call him barcode throughout this game. And we've got a hatch first coming up for barcode, and we've got a pull first coming up for JaeDong, and JaeDong obviously going to go and throw down that 16 hatchery as well. And yeah, so we'll get straight into this game. As I said, I'm a bit of a fanboy of JaeDong. I always watch his stream, and he's got like the best mechanics ever. Like, you watch his mechanics, they're just superior to everyone else's. Unfortunately, he doesn't get a lot of results yet, so hopefully he can get results with more practice. But right now, like, you watch his mechanics, they're so crisp, and everything's just so perfect when he plays. It's strange that he doesn't get results. I guess he just needs a deeper understanding of the game so he can make better strategic decisions, since his mechanics are so good. And we've got Mesa here, just walking into the main base. Mesa? What am I on about? Barcode from Mecha. I don't know where Mesa came from, but he's going to be able to jump in, and he's going to be able to see exactly what's going on. He's going to see no gas here, so he's seen no gas. And JaeDong didn't actually jump into the main, so he doesn't know this is a hatch gas pull. He just knows right now that it's a hatch first. So it's kind of strange that he didn't go into the main. Against hatch first, you can always go into the main. Against pull first, you can pretty much always go into the main as well. And it looks like, oh, this is actually might not get out. It's going to be pretty close. Usually you can get into the main easily and get out pretty easily, but this is going to be fairly close. It looks like he is going to get out, and it's just going to be on low HP. And we've got the spine crawler going down as well for JaeDong, so not scouting that gas, but still going for the spine crawler, just playing nice and safe, running these two lings in. That's really nice, just sneaking these in, and he's going to be able to get a lot of scouting information. So he's going to be able to see that he's got the gas. There's no baneling nest down yet. That's probably a reaction of barcode not seeing the gas. You know, you don't need a baneling nest if they haven't got gas, because they can't be aggressive. And he's going to be able to pick off these lings before they get out of the base. So 2 dead lings for JaeDong, but he does see exactly what's going on. He knows he's safe. And he's got that spine crawler as well, so he's definitely really... Oh no, a second spine going up as well. You really kind of need this heavy spine play when you're going gasless, because they can just randomly build a bunch of speedlings, and then you're going to be screwed. But it looks like barcode is going to go for a very, very fast lair here. He's not even going to get the baneling nest first. He's just going to get the lair so he can get mutas out really, really quickly. At least I assume he's going to get mutas anyway, since that is the standard metagame right now. And he's going to go and scout as well, so he's going to be able to see what's going on, but he's gonna have a hard time getting past these 2 spines and 2 queens. JaeDong just picking off this overlord as well, just pushing him back. He did see the gas, so he knows there's no gas on the natural, but JaeDong here has got the double gas in the main now, so he's probably gonna go roaches from this, which is kind of weird because most people don't like going roaches in the current ZvZ metagame, but this is kind of a roach opener. You can't really do much else from this. Except for some weird all-ins, but they would be really weird all-ins. So JaeDong picking up the 3rd gas as well, and he's probably going to go for roaches from this. Surprised he hasn't thrown down the roach warren yet, because you kind of need that really early to hold off all-ins. This is a very, very strange build from JaeDong. Like, I'm not sure what he's planning to do. He's not even getting lair yet, so we wouldn't be able to get roach speed. And we've got a baneling nest going down, so he's going to be behind in gas if he decides to go for lair now, and he's going to be way behind in the spire timing as well. Oh, he's producing a bunch of lings off gasless. This is really 2 spines as well. This is crazy. Looks like he's going to go for some massive baneling attack, but that's really weird considering how he opened. Maybe this is some massive mind game coming from JaeDong, and he's just going to go for some massive ling bane attack. What can... He hasn't seen the lings yet, so this can be quite scary. He has got the Overseer in the main though. He hasn't scouted a lair, and he just started the lair. So, and he's seen no third as well. So he's got to know that something's up right now, and he does. He's got 2 spines, like no lair, no third at this timing. There's something crazy going on, even if he can't get anything into the main. And JaeDong's producing loads of lings, and he's just hiding them all. This is like the craziest strategy I've ever seen, just gasless into Massling Bane. This is really strange, and it looks like the barcode is just going to go for the standard anti-third pressure, but there's nothing at the third, and he sees the lings moving out now. That is a lot of lings. That is going to be an absolute shit ton of banelings, and all we've got is 2 spines to hold this. We haven't actually got any banes up yet, I don't think. He needs to start producing banes really fast. The baneling nest only just finished him because he skipped it to get that such a fast lair, and look at all these banelings for JaeDong. Oh my god. But there's quite a few banelings for Barcode. Barcode needs to get a lot of good hits, though, if he wants to hold off this attack. We've got 7 mutas on the way already. This baneling attack from JaeDong is so late. Like, the Mutalisk is going to be out already, and then the Barcode is going to be able to hit them with the Banes, and JaeDong's splitting with these Banes is going to be perfect. And we've got the Banes coming in for Barcode right now. The Banes coming in for JaeDong going in. They're hitting the hatch. Maybe he wants to kill the hatch, but no, he's not. Basically did nothing, but we've got a bunch of lings and no banelings left for Barcode, so these lings are going to do a lot of damage. We've got a spine crawler at front picking away. The queens are going to go down as well. The Mutalisk helping defend in this, but at the end of the day, like, these lings pretty much need to win the game because the Mutalisk are already out for Barcode. He's getting into the main now, and there's no defense left except for the Mutalisk. Let's have a quick look at the drone count. He did manage to get Barcode down to 30 drones, so that is a bit of a win for JaeDong, but at the same time, Barcode has got these Mutalisks out, so he's going to be able to counter pressure with these and do a lot of damage. I think it's going to be really hard for JaeDong to get the third base up. It looks like Barcode is just going to work on these overlords right now, and JaeDong going to come up with a counter attack on the third base as well. But Barcode needs to drone heavily right now, picking up this overlord as well, and lings coming into the third base for JaeDong to try and pick off Barcode's third, but he's easily going to be able to defend that. And let's have a look at, we've got the drone counts up right here. Actually, we've got 34 drones for Barcode, we've got 48 for JaeDong, and the Mutalisk coming into the main now. We've got spores up already for JaeDong, but he's going to be able to pick off a couple of overlords, and it looks like we've got some ling pressure coming into the third base as well. We've got 2 spine crawlers here. I think this is a poor decision from Barcode, since those spines are going to be too good, and he does back off. We've got the Mutalisk sat on the main ramp for Barcode in JaeDong's main. He's going to be able to pick off these lings as they spawn, but nice spore crawler placement from JaeDong, and Barcode is going to be able to control the map beautifully with these Mutalisks, and JaeDong is not going to be able to do anything about it. He's going to get supply blocked from this, so he needs to build a bunch of overlords really fast, and there we go, 4 overlords at once, all rallied to the spine so he can keep them alive. We've got lings coming into the main. I don't think there's any defense for JaeDong, and he's got no oh, in fact, it's a bunch of lings. I was going to say he might die here, but bunch of lings that I missed just came out of nowhere, and their spore crawlers are really good for JaeDong right now, and JaeDong got a massive amount of gas. He's going to be able to produce a lot of Mutalisks at once. He can produce up to 12 Mutalisks once he gets the minerals for it, but he needs to make sure he can defend first, and it looks like Barcode is caught up in the drone count now. He's getting the gas at his third. JaeDong already got the gas at his third. So let's have a look at the Mutalisk counts. We've got 15 mutas for Barcode, which is pretty big. I mean, JaeDong can't catch up in the muta count right now. Sorry, something just happened on my second monitor and I got distracted, but JaeDong can't catch up in the muta count because he hasn't got the gas. He's got 13 on the way now, but Barcode's already got 15 out with 4 on the way, so he's never going to catch up in the muta count in this current state. So he needs to do things like this, like counterattacks. We've got a counterattack here, but it didn't do much. We've got a counterattack in the third, but we've got the spine there and the queen as well. That's not going to do much. And now JaeDong is in a really bad situation because of his weird Ling Bane attack that didn't do much. Barcode has got the muta lead, and that is the main thing in CVZ nowadays. The person with the muta lead pretty much always wins. So we've got JaeDong with a couple of mutas here, but that's not too many, and Barcode controlling these watchtowers really well. Just constantly sending lings out to the watchtowers to make sure he controls the map. We've got 20 mutas for Barcode, and he's probably got better upgrades on the mutas as well. Let's have a look. We've got 1-0 for Barcode with +1 armor on the way, and for JaeDong we've just got 0-0. So he's got the upgraded advantage slightly. JaeDong's +1 armor will be finishing soon, and that will give him the slight advantage in the upgrades, but it looks like Barcode might be preparing to get aggressive on this third base, and it looks like he's just trying to find a little bit of an opening to try and pick off some mutas, trying to pick off some units, or maybe try and sneak in and pick off some drones, but he can't find anything because this spore placement from JaeDong is really solid. We've got spores pretty much every location you can see, so JaeDong is not letting Mutalisk in anywhere. And Barcode has pretty much just got to fly around with his muters until JaeDong decides to, you know, I'm going to come out, I'm going to try and do some damage to you. But if JaeDong's smart, he's probably not going to do that. But here we go, we got an engagement. JaeDong's got way less muters. This is an overextension, but Barcode, I don't think he realizes how many muters he's got compared to JaeDong. He's got... Wait a second. There's 26 muters for JaeDong and 24 for Barcode. What? How did that happen? That should not happen. Oh, but we got equal muter counts now, with 4 on the way for Barcode. I'm kind of surprised that JaeDong caught up in the muter count, which is really weird. But it looks like because he got his gas at the 3rd earlier than Barcode, that allowed him to catch up in the mutilist count. But Barcode is still slightly ahead in the muters, at least right now. Like, it's pretty even in the muter count, but Barcode has got a massive drone lead. We've got Banes coming in for JaeDong. It looks like he wants to get aggressive. And these Banes coming in straight into the spine crawler, trying to pick off some Lings as well. Massive Bane explosion there, but not picking up too many Lings. And we've got the muters going head to head. This is a great position for Barcode, being able to get their reinforcement muters. And I think there's more Lings for Barcode as well. So many mutalists going down for JaeDong. I think this is the best position for Barcode, and that is a massive win for Barcode. And just a couple of Lings left, trying to pick off a couple of Queens, but that's not going to happen. That was a really favourable engagement for Barcode. Since he was at his bases, his muters could just reinforce into that engagement, and even though the muter counts were equal, he had the Queens, he had the reinforcement advantage, and now it looks like Barcode's going to be able to pick up some more muters as well. JaeDong losing a couple of muters where he doesn't want to, and now he's going to run back and be defensive on his spores, whilst Barcode goes ahead and takes a 4th base with his higher drone count. I think that was kind of all in for JaeDong, to be honest, because he hasn't got any drones on his 3rd. Barcode's got full drones on his 3rd. And now Barcode's coming in, he's going to try and get some damage done. He knows he's got the lead, he's got more Lings. It's just these 2 spore crawlers he needs to worry about. He's got the Lings going into the main, doing a bunch of damage, but we're going to focus on this Mutalist battle, and the Lings going up in the main for JaeDong, and that is way more muters for Barcode. I think he's going to be able to take this game, running back to the spore, that's what he needs to do. But it's just too many mutalists for Barcode. He's going to be able to take this game. We've got Lings swarming the main as well, but I think he can defend that with his own Lings, or maybe there's just too many Lings for Barcode right there. He has to bring his Mutalist back to defend, and we've got these Mutalists sat in the middle of the map for Barcode, and he should be able to take this game. We've got 26 Mutalists against 16, more Lings rallying in. Just that mineral lead because of the more drones on the 3rd allows him to just keep reinforcing more than JaeDong, even though JaeDong is on his side of the map. We've got the 4th base up for Barcode as well. Now he's going to be able to get dudes in those gas, and then he's going to be able to get an even bigger muta lead, and then it's just going to spiral out of control, since it's already getting into that point right now. We've got 1-1 for both players on the mutalist, so pretty even on the upgrades. This is all about if Barcode decides to go for a really bad engage on top of the spores. But even on top of 2 spores, I think he's going to win the mutalist battle, especially since he's got more Zerglings as well. So this is just going to be a bit of a waiting game whilst JaeDong sits on his spores, and it looks like this is just like a killer army for Barcode right now. He's nearly at maxed supply, and he's running in now with 180 supply against 125. Those spores are there. We've got an engagement going down, and this is it, the final engagement of the game. It's a massive blare, and I think Barcode will easily win this battle. So many muters going down for JaeDong. We've got the Banes over here, but they're not going to connect. Great control by Barcode. So many muters going down for JaeDong. I think Barcode's going to be able to take this game. Yes, and the GG from JaeDong.